Hello everyone, welcome for a new video for the channel. So today, this one was a Fiat 500 with quite a few bits of damage on it. It's mostly just dents, quite a nasty dent on the quarter panel, new bumper, repair on the side skirts, and just dents and scratches really. One side we had a wing, we thought it was just blended, just to because we was doing both sides before, and instead of
Hello
just leaving
everyone,
that one
welcome
wing,
to a new video of
we'll
the
just
channel.
flick the colour because it was a little bit close down the bottom of that door, as you can see. So I thought I would just do the wing as well. This is the actual camera that we actually did for this was actually gave us a colour for Ford, the Deep Impact Blue, which is one of my favourite colours. But I made a bit of a fuck up on this. So I put the colour primer that you can see is white, actually grey, but it looks pretty much white on the camera. I needed it a bit darker. I could have gone maybe even possibly to the black, or I could have tinted it more from the grey to a bit more of a darker grey. But I thought it'd be alright, as most of these blues normally have just a grey undercoat. But I made my own mistake, which I say to people not to do, is you should always read what the computer tells you to do. And I think it sort of said more to like a black if you're covering like primer and things. So yeah, my own fault there. But all I had to do was just go a little bit slower on the colour, and it coloured fine. I had a torch in there before I lacquered, just to check that it wasn't see-through, because I was a bit paranoid. Because I thought, well, maybe if I put another coat on, but I didn't want to put too much coats on. So, but no, it's absolutely fine. Uh, here I'm just doing with this standard blue Standox, it's called. You just do one full coat at 2 bar pressure on your the bottom of the gun, and yeah, so you do one full coat. This is amazing coverage. Most of the colours, even the whites, which I've always had problems with other schemes. The white covers first time, you just cover it, and yeah, just cover straight away. So you just do one full coat, and then you just drop at the same pressure, 2 bar pressure. You just stand off a little bit and just let it sit into the actual paint. You do it all wet, all at the same time, no mucking around. Saves drying. We have got another scheme of Octarol, but you have to dry each coat, and it doubles your time at least in the oven. It's just a pain in the ass. I don't really like that scheme, but the Standox one is awesome. It just speeds you up, especially in this sort of trade. Sometimes you do need the quicker stuff to get through because you've got so many cars. But as obviously keeping the quality and standard up. So yeah, awesome paint. So that's the base coat which you saw. It actually came out really nice. And what I like about the Standox is where you've put it all on wet, when it dries, it literally dries so smooth, and it's just perfect. Perfect for the lacquer to go straight on top. With other coats, with like the Octarel, you're doing each coat, you're just sitting, you're putting more on top of dry, and you're just building up on your edges, so you have to keep tacking on the edges between each coat, and it's just, yeah, I don't know, it's just open to more problems, I find. But with this, you just bash it on, bang, comes out, and hopefully it comes out all right. If not, you can always flat it with a bit of 1000. And then I find if you drop the pressure to 1.5 pressure gauge on your gun, and you just literally just flick it in, and it just lays on fine, perfect. So yeah, so now just doing the lacquer. This is the first coat of lacquer. Obviously, we use Standox through the whole procedure, from primer, wet and wet, base coat, lacquer, everything we use from start to finish is Standox. And this lacquer is awesome. It's actually the air dry lacquer, the clear coat, and the hardener we use is a slow one. And then when for bake, we just put it on a 20 minute bake at around 60, and once it's cooled down, it's absolutely fine. Polish is lovely. Doesn't drop its gloss. Once you've polished it, it doesn't pop like a lot of lacquers do. Sometimes if you put too much on, it can pop with other lacquers, but this one, obviously, if you keep putting it on, it's gonna not like it because it's not how you're meant to put it on. But if you put it on right, it's perfect. You can go a little bit heavier, and yeah, it's beautiful. So that's just the first coat on there now. And as you can see, with my first coat, I don't like to put too much on. I like to just put like a nice layer, thin layer, just so it's not. You want it to seal the panel. You don't want it too dry. But I find if I put too much on, it either goes all like saggy, or you can get a run. Obviously, that's not what you want. And yeah, just so I try not to go for a finish. I try and advise. That's the way I do it. Some people just do 2 full coats. Some people do what they call like a gripper coat, which is like a real quick coat, and then there's lots of different ways, and different painters will do different ways, and they'll say that's the best way. But I always find just take little bits from everyone, and that's how I've learned. I've listened to some people, and they said I'll do it this way, and I've done it that way. No, that's not. It's not good for myself. It's not working for me. So yeah, just trial and error, and yeah, practicing. You will find your sort of way of doing things. And yeah, once you find it, you can tinker with it. Certain things. Some people might say, "Oh, I do like this." Oh, actually, that's not too bad. Do like that. And yeah. So yes, this second coat, I just do it 2 bar, full coat, a bit slower, a bit further back, and you can normally see where you're going with it, and it shouldn't run. Hopefully, shouldn't run if you if you don't. But we all get them. I always say you're always going to get something. You're not every job isn't going to come out how you want it. It's just the way it is. But each job you do the best you can. You try and do it as clean as you can. You do it as nice as you can. But yeah, you just try your best. And the thing is, you only get one shot at the lacquer. So if it mucks up, then if you can't fix it, then you have to do it again. It's a pain in the ass to be doing stuff again. No one wants to be doing stuff again, especially your employees. So yeah, if you try and do stuff before to stop, like prevent stuff happening, I find that's most of what painting is. Clean jobs, clean everything, make sure everything's nice, check everything, then you're not going to have a problem. But no, this come out really nice, this job. Couple of bits of dirt which I had to polish out, a bit of Trizac on a couple of flat bits which weren't as perfect as I wanted it to be, but generally no, it's actually quite a nice job. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. I will try and do a video on a guidance on how to do like different lacquers and different changing your material and stuff. So yeah, look out for that one, and if you like, subscribe and carry on watching. It'd be brilliant. Thank you.